And to present our next award, we have Central Region Vice President, Mr. Kevin Peterson.
Good evening. This evening I'm going to introduce you to two air traffic controllers from Kansas City Center, home of the world champion Kansas City Royals. Had to get that plug in. The event that occurred on June 15th at Kansas City Center is yet another example of the professionalism and the teamwork that occurs every day in our towers, TRACONs, and centers. Brett Rolifson was training Liam Keeney when November 345 Tango Mike, a Mooney 20, began experiencing oil pressure problems. The pilot was flying under visual flight rules en route to Lee Summit, Missouri, but because of mechanical issues with the aircraft, he requested to land at the nearby Perryton, Texas airport. Liam issued the Perryton weather to the pilot and discovered that the Perryton weather conditions would require instrument flight rules. Liam suggested the pilot land at the Liberal, Kansas airport instead. Weather at the Liberal airport was reported to be VFR. Liam then provided the pilot with the current Liberal weather and a heading towards the Liberal airport. Brett noticed that the pilot was struggling, so he took over the frequency from Liam. Liam then focused on gathering airport information and weather in the area for the other nearby airports. Brett then noticed that November 5 Tango Mike was not flying the heading that Liam had assigned. Brett was concerned that the Mooney would not be able to make the 35-mile journey to Liberal, Kansas, and suggested that he land at the nearby Beaver, Oklahoma airport. Brett felt this was a safer alternative because it was only 10 miles away. Shortly after issuing the vectors towards Beaver Airport, Brett lost all radar and radio contact with the aircraft. Brett began issuing clearances through an American Eagle flight, Envoy 3315. Envoy 3315 was able to reach November 5 Tango Mike on his radio. Brett then decided to move Envoy 3315 to a backup frequency to ensure that he could focus on getting essential information to the pilot of the Mooney. Liam continued assisting Brett by tracking other flights and gathering weather and airport information. Let's listen to the audio.
Kansas City Center, Mooney 5 Tango Mike.
Mooney 5 Tango Mike, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to turn around and go back to another airport over here. My oil pressure is getting low. I want to get on the ground in a second.
November 5 Tango Mike, roger. Do you need assistance, or do you just want to be direct to a different airport? And if so, which airport?
It looks like PYX, Papa Young X-ray.
November 5 Tango Mike, that airport is Perryton Airport. Do you need NOTAMs and weather at that airport?
Please.
Might have better luck getting into a different airport.
Which one do you recommend?
Liberal Airport is about 30 miles to the northwest. Shows only few clouds at 1,300.
Okay, give me a heading for that airport, please.
I'd suggest heading 320 for Liberal Airport.
320, and the identifier again, please.
Lima, Bravo, Lima for November 345 Tango Mike.
Number 345 Tango Mike, I'm showing you on about a 030 heading. You need to turn left, flight heading 320 for Liberal Airport.
Turbo 71, contact Kansas City Center on 123.8.
123.8, Turbo 71, flight push.
Number 5 Tango Mike, do you think you're going to make it 30 miles to the Liberal Airport? It'd be about a 310 heading at this time.
Is it 35 miles away?
Yeah, 35 miles away. Number 31 Tango Mike, if you need it, there is an airport just north of you. It'd be about a 360 heading. It is called 345 Tango Mike. Beaver Airport is Kilo 44. It is currently about a 355 heading, 11 miles to your north.
Yeah, I'm going to try that one because my oil pressure is way down right now.
All right, number 5 Tango Mike, starting to lose you on radar. Beaver Airport is Kilo 44. It's about a 359 heading from where you're at right now, about a 360 heading, 10 miles north of your position. 5 Tango Mike, radar contact lost. Please report the Beaver Airport inside available. 345 Tango Mike. Envoy 3315, Kansas City Center. Can you broadcast for number 345 Tango Mike on this frequency? He might be in an emergency situation. We're trying to get a hold of him, make sure he has an airport in sight.
345 Tango Mike.
Yep, see if he can hear you.
This is Envoy 3315, looking for 345 Tango Mike. Can you hear me?
Envoy 3315, if able, have him go to my frequency 134.0 as a backup frequency, 340. Tell him to try me there and ask him if he has the Beaver Airport in sight.
Okay. And aircraft 345 Tango Mike, they would like you on 134.0, and do you have Beaver Airport in sight? And Center, he got that from me, 3315, and he said it's negative on the airport in sight.
Envoy 3315, thanks. Stay on this frequency. We're going to need to relay through you for. Envoy 3315, if you can, go ahead and change to my frequency 134.0.
He tried 134.0 and he could not reach you there. Do you want me to still go over to 134.0? Yes, deal.
Envoy 3315, if you can get him, have him go to 340. That'd be the best one, and you go there as well after he gets that.
Roger. It's 345 Tango Mike, go to 134.0, and I'm going to go there as well. We'll relay for you. Kansas City, Kansas 31, level 15,000. 345 Tango Mike, can you read me? And Center 3315, 345 Tango Mike can read us, and I'll go relay for you.
Envoy 3315, Roger. Let November 345 Tango Mike know that we lost him on radar from his last position. Beaver is Kilo 44. I'm not sure if he got that information or not. Beaver is Kilo 44, and it was about 5 to 8 miles north of where last we saw him on radar.
He said he's about 2.5 miles from the
Envoy 3315, if you could have number 5 Tango Mike let you know on this frequency when he has Beaver in sight, and have him let us know on this frequency when he's on the ground on Beaver through you as well.
Look up. Aircraft 345 Tango Mike, did you say you had the field in sight? All right, we'll let him know. Thanks. 3315, 345 Tango Mike.
51, Mac Blue.
And Center, Envoy 3315, 345 Tango Mike is on the ground.
Envoy 3315, appreciate it. Thanks for all your help today, and you can return back to 133.2.
The teamwork and professionalism displayed by both Brett and Liam during this incident was outstanding and led to a safe outcome for the pilot and the aircraft involved. Their professionalism and dedication to the National Airspace System is commendable at every level. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the stage this year's Central Region Archie League winners, Brett Rollison and Liam Keeney.
Wow, this is a big stage for a little guy like me. I can remember when I found out I won the award, I was trying to explain to my wife that I just won the Archie League, or I was an Archie League finalist, and naturally she didn't know what that meant. So through the process of Googling and YouTubing, I think that I got the point across that it was pretty significant. And the first thing she wanted me to do is tell my dad, a retired air traffic controller, because she was so excited for me. But I had to kind of slow her down a little bit. I had to say, whoa, hold on. They might have the wrong Brett, because I really don't think that what I did deserves the recognition of this prestigious award, but I am very thankful for that. Give out a few thanks. I'd like to thank my wife, Kara, and my baby, Finley. They weren't able to make it here today. We watched the movie The Hangover and realized baby in Vegas is probably a bad idea. I'd like to thank my mom and dad. They were able to make the trip out here. Thank you guys. They got me involved in air traffic control. very, very early in my life. I can remember when I was probably 7 or 8 years old running strips in the old Tracon and maybe taking a couple naps in there when my dad was working the mid too. So thank you guys for getting my interest into air traffic control. It panned out all right. I'd like to thank my trainer, Todd Mariani, who happens to be here today as well. He was a former Archie League Award winner, but he's the one that prepared me and gave me all the tools to handle situations like that on a, seems like a daily basis. I'd like to thank Micah Blowers, who is not here, but I think he might be at home watching, and Aaron Merrick for taking the time out of their day to submit me for the award. As we learned earlier today, that peer recognition is about the best recognition you can get, and I want to encourage every one of the controllers out here, if you see your fellow controllers and brothers and sisters do a good job, make sure that you submit them for the award, because you never know, they might end up here like me. I'd also like to thank Paul and Trish for the amazing event. I had a great experience here. It's been a blast to be your guest. And Sarah Zahonis for the coordination. Thanks for making it easy on me. I know I'm not very, we had a lot of stuff going on with the baby and whatnot, so it probably was pretty tough to get a hold of. And I want to thank the selection crew for selecting me for the award. And appreciate all you guys, and thank you. I don't know how he got left off the list, but I obviously want to thank Liam as well for his help.
Well, among the long, long list of people I need to thank, the first is the sound editor who put that together, because I've been training for less than a month on that sector at that time, and whoever deepened my voice and got rid of all the trainee cracking, it's he did amazing work, and we really got to hand it to him. Wow. First, I'd like to thank ZKC Local and the rest of NATCA for inviting me to such a wonderful event for this recognition. It's really humbling to be on stage with all these people, all these great controllers, when I'm just essentially a one-arm, yet I have a lot to live up to. And now 25 years of scrutiny in this career because I've won an Archie already that's no pressure at all, so don't worry about that. I'd especially like to thank Brett for his generosity in including me in the award the second he heard about it, which was, that was great to hear from my trainer. It meant a lot to know that he thought that I had been so instrumental in providing this assistance. That was very generous and very thoughtful of him. So we need to thank him. And I'm very much reminded of something my trainer at Oklahoma City told me, which was that airplane's engine does not care who you are and does not care how long you've been working. And as it shows, as he mentioned Todd and I mentioned Brett, that this sort of dedication to excellence trickles down from controller to controller as we train each other and help each other excel. And that sort of peer review, that peer recognition, that assistance, that dedication to safety is what is really the reason we're all here tonight. So big thanks should probably go out to absolutely everyone here. Thank you very much.